so she should be happy. We'll be back right after this. Liz Harrison is here, too, and we'll be back in about, 3 minutes or so. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Dustin Hoyt with America Our Way, and you can hear me right here on Vigilant Liberty Radio at 10/9 Central on Thursday nights. We bring you the best in political commentary from the right-wing, conservative, libertarian perspectives coming together and bringing the best content on the internet. Be sure to tune in every week for your favorite shows. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
How much of people's income do you, Michael Moore, want the government to confiscate?
Probably twice what we're paying right now.
It's not envy, it's war.
Where's the rage? Where's the uprising?
Storm the doors of the New York Stock Exchange.
It is a class war.
Storm the doors of the New York Stock Exchange.
If the wealthy paid their fair share.
For a documentary filmmaker, I do really well. I'm very blessed.
And the rich thought poverty was bad.
I do well.
They get rid of it.
What pure? There's nothing pure about capitalism.
And they know what's coming on Wall Street.
We're seeing the end of capitalism. And I say good riddance.
He is one of my favorite capitalists. Yeah, I want to give him a hug.
This is Vigilant Liberty Radio News from Independent Journal Review for January 19th. Amid reports the Affordable Care Act is working, some news about the decreased number of uninsured and the doctors who provide our health care is troubling. Roughly 60% of the people who have recently received insurance have done so through Medicaid and not the insurance offered through the Obamacare exchanges. According to studies, roughly 2/3 of doctors accept Medicaid, and they are paid significantly less for the services they provide. This means patients on Medicaid are more likely to be denied appointments or face longer wait times for care. And a poll of doctors show a majority plan to leave their practices early and are reducing daily workloads, meaning those who were previously uninsured will have a harder time finding a doctor or receiving quality care. Australian golfer Robert Allenby was kidnapped, robbed, and beaten while in Hawaii to compete in the Sony Open. Allenby was allegedly abducted from a bar Friday evening, thrown into the trunk of a car and taken to an underground parking garage where he was reportedly beaten and returned to the trunk of the car. Allenby was then dumped in a park where a man helped him get a cab back to his hotel. Allenby has earned more than $27 million through his PGA career, but hasn't won a tour event since 2001. Allenby is currently recuperating and working with the FBI to capture his abductors. The state of Oklahoma carried out the execution of inmate Charles Frederick Warner on Thursday, 9 months after a botched lethal injection in April of 2014 led the state to place a stay on executions. The case is sure to reignite the debate over the death penalty in the United States. IJ Review reports Shonda Waller, Warner's mother, said, quote, "I don't see any justice in sentencing someone to die. To me, the justice is in someone living with what they have done to you, having to live with that for the rest of their life knowing they will never walk out those bars." Warner was convicted of the 1997 rape and murder of his then-girlfriend's 11-month-old daughter. And the Clint Eastwood film American Sniper, based on the life and military career of American sniper Chris Kyle, set records during its opening weekend, taking in an estimated $90.2 million at the box office. This breaks the January record for highest grossing opening weekend, previously held by the movie Avatar in 2010. American Sniper also set the record for highest grossing January Friday opening at $30.5 million, beating out Cloverfield's 2008 record of $17.2 million. Many people on social media posted pics of long lines and stories of sold-out showings of the film. This has been Amy Curtis with your Vigilant Liberty Radio News from Independent Journal Review. for January 19th.
Hey, this is Alfonso Rachel with 20 Pound Sledge and PJTV Zone Nation, and you're listening to VLR.
And we are back here on the Edge of Anarchy here on Vigilant Liberty Radio. I know I spent the last 24 hours, I think, I have bought 5 Coheed and Cambria albums, which are a rock band, prog rock band, normal rock band, whatever you want to call them, out of New York. At some point, because we did play the Alfonso Rachel liner, I really do need to break down and buy 20 Pound Sledge. That was supposed to be a lead-in for you to start talking, Liz.
What, 20 Pound Sledge?
Yeah, the fact that I haven't bought Zoe's album yet, and I really need to.
How dare you? You're evil. You must be destroyed. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, who would be the guest host? Who would be the host of, or the co-host of Right War then? You can get Jason Pye to do it.
Jason Pye wouldn't be able to handle it. He and I would try to kill each other too much.
Yes, and yes, the ghost of me would be sitting there going, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!"
Exactly.
From the Twitter today, at Pipenta tweeted Mother Jones, "Humanity is Earth's cancer." Counter Moonbat's reply was, "What's the cure then?"
What was that?
At Pipenta tweeted that humanity was a cancer. Humanity is Earth's cancer. Tweeted that to Mother Jones. And at Counter Moonbat tweeted, "What's the cure then?"
Well, according to George Carlin, AIDS.
You can send all emails to liz@goldwatergal.com. That's liz@goldwatergal.com.
I didn't say it. He did. It's like an epic classic Carlin bit.
Speaking of sending
emails... The world
emails,
wants plastic.
Hang on.
The world wants plastic, so it created AIDS.
Speaking of sending emails, if you want to email me, you can email me, Taylor at vigilantlibertyradio.us. That's Taylor, Taylor, at vigilantlibertyradio.us. Or you can tweet me at EYE Desert Blog. That's at EYE Desert Blog. I really think that at some point I'm going to do a poll, or I'm going to get you to do a poll saying, what should Taylor's new Twitter handle be?
What should Taylor's new Twitter handle be?
Yeah.
If it's not iDesert Blog.
Exactly. I kind of like the idea of Taylor DRMF.
Yeah, there is that.
Yes.
Taylor DRMF. I don't know. This requires some thought.
We'll figure it out.
Of course, Pint-Sized Pundit had just stepped into the room and looked at me like he was going to be ill and then walked back out again. Children! Gotta love them. But, yeah, Yeah, I have some suggestions, but they're really not appropriate for radio. So probably not appropriate for Twitter either. but hey, I plead bad influence because, like I was saying while we were off the air, the dead Kennedys are in the headlines.
The Alaskan just suggested pink sneakers. No, absolutely not.
Oh dear. I'll go back to the dead Kennedys thing because that's less objectionable.
What do you mean the dead Kennedys thing? What are you talking about?
In California, a couple fans decided to get a little randy on stage at the Dead Kennedys concert and decided to engage in a sex act.
Now, we don't know what kind of sex act this was, do we?
No, because it was all too blurred. But we do know that the woman was naked and underneath the male, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, they did this, and the authorities are having a little bit of an issue. Because, for a couple reasons. Number one, the security of the venue said that they threw them out, but it didn't appear that way to anybody who was there. So we're not so sure they actually got thrown out. And the indecency laws that they would normally use to go after them for public sex require that somebody actually file a complaint. Saying that they had done something that they found objectionable. There were no complaints filed. Well, people having sex at a Dead Kennedys concert, I guess there's really no complaining. It just adds a little bit of interesting stuff to the act. And that's basically what happened. People paid attention to them for maybe a minute or two and then went back to the Dead Kennedys.
No comment.
Yo, punk rock.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
Yes. To a little bit more serious stuff. Tomorrow is the State of the Union, or actually probably the favorite.
Avoid that.
The favorite thing. One of the things that I actually took from Rush Limbaugh. One of the very few things I've taken from Rush Limbaugh. The State of the Union show. And in it, what the White House wants to do, that of course they embargoed until 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. Hey, why not try to embargo that sort of thing, right? What the president wants to do is he wants to close the trust fund loophole, the single largest capital gains tax loophole, to ensure the wealthiest Americans pay their fair share on inherited assets. Hundreds of billions of dollars escape capital gains taxation each year because of the stepped-up basis loophole that lets the wealthy pass appreciated assets onto their heirs tax-free. All right. So I'm going to say this. I think this is the closest and clearest example of taxation is theft that I have ever seen a government try to do. Now, why do I say that? Well, here's why I say this. This is money that a family owns, that a family has cultivated through hard work or mostly hard work at things they have bought, things they have sold, that sort of thing, right?
Yes.
I'm asking you, Liz. Okay. So they've done that. And the president, this is their money. This is this family's money. Let's use Mitt Romney as an example. This is Mitt Romney's money that he may have gotten from George Romney, his dad, and he wants to give to his kids. It's the Romney family's money. Why does the U.S. deserve to have a chunk of that? Why does the U.S. government deserve to have a chunk of that if